So, few things that I wanted to talk about tonight, but mostly it's really just about all of the promotions that we have going on and really how to take advantage of them. I know I've done a few videos in the team page, but I also know that a lot of times people are busy at work during those times and then they don't get to them, or they go down in the news feed and you forget to watch them, or what have you. So I was going to put together slides for this, and then I was like, you know what? I'm not going to put together slides. I'm just going to talk about it and walk you guys through some of the stuff that I can just show you on my social media and that sort of thing. So first, let's talk about Summit. So did you guys all know that there's 2 ways to actually qualify for a free ticket to Summit this year? Because I didn't. And I just learned that on the National Wake Up Call this morning when I jumped on there a little bit earlier than usual. So the first way is what we all know, which is Success Starters. So if you have a new coach that signs up and they hit Success Starters, their first month's a freebie. So basically they hit Success Club their first 3 months in a row. They get a free ticket down to Summit. So make sure you're talking to all of your new coaches and telling them that. But more importantly, tell your coaches to get registered right now. The FAQ for Summit is FAQ 3011. So you can get all your information that you need there. Right now, if they purchase tickets, they are refundable. There's a bunch of different price points. There's things like that. But the longer you wait to get registered, the more the price will go up. And also the more the risk of being put on a wait list will happen. And so we all know how that happens. You obviously want to be registered for Summit. It's our biggest event of the year. It can be a huge game changer. And this year is going to be in New Orleans, which is super fun. The dates for that are July 13th to the 16th. And so the second way, and we had to look this up because I didn't know the answer to this, but the second way is to become a team leader within the first 12 months of your business. So if some of you are on here who are newer coaches who haven't been in the business for 12 months quite yet, but you missed your window for a Success Starter because it's past 3 months and maybe you didn't make Success Club consistently, you still can qualify for a free ticket to Summit by becoming a team leader in your business before Summit. So if you don't know what that is, it's all about the leadership ladder. Again, you can go to the FAQs and you can look that up, or you can talk to your coach and put a game plan together about how to get to team leader position so that you can get there free. Now, if you book your ticket right now for Summit and then you achieve one of those goals, it's okay. You'll get reimbursed. So I would go ahead and have your people register no matter what. Also, Super Saturday coming up here on January 7th. It will be at the Woodlands Club in Falmouth. And we already have about 140 people registered for this event, which is actually more than we've ever had. And we get most of our registrations the last week, and then we usually get a bunch the day of. So this is going to be a huge event. We have corporate coming this time because they are recognizing that we're growing, and so they wanted to come and bring somebody here to support us and to speak with us. We also have Keisha Fitzgerald coming, and she's going to just sort of tell us her story. And then we have a spouse panel. So those are the 3 things. Then we also have the corporate video. And for those of you who have been part of this business for a little bit, you know that the January corporate video is where they announce when the next Success Club trip is going to be and where it's going to be to. So you want to be there so you can get that news firsthand. And I always tell people, make sure you have like $200 or $300 in your account, because it's usually that following Monday that you can register for the trip. So you want to make sure you have your money for your deposit, because you want to jump on there the second you're able to register, because it sells out quickly. So you want to make sure that you're paying attention to that as well. National Leaders Conference is also coming up in February, you guys. That's in LA. You need to be a 2-star diamond by February in order to qualify for that. And so if you're a 1-star right now, that's potentially somewhere that you could get. I think it would be a push if you were, didn't have any real builders under you and you were diamond to try to get there, but you could push. And if you end up not making it, who cares? You're closer to where you want to be. But we do have 2 people who qualified for that trip already. Katie Meserve, which is so weird because your thing on here says Siron still. Katie Meserve and Nicole. See, now I want to call her Garland, but it's Poulin. And Nicole Poulin, both like, look at that. They both got married and they both qualified for New Leaders Conference too. Crazy ladies. All right. So they're going out there. And it's really awesome, you guys. It's something that they added last year for the first time. Is it fixed now? Yeah, it is. Look at that. That was quick. So congratulations to you guys for earning that spot there. Beachbody added the New Leaders Conference as something in between, basically, coach rank and 5-star, because 5-star and aboves can qualify for the leadership conference. And there are some changes in the leadership conference, you guys, that we can talk about as we go into January, but that's a different call. All right. So Health Bet. Health Bet should still be number one priority of what you are promoting right now. And just so you know, the FAQ for that is $14.92. Just like, isn't it like Columbus?
$14.92. Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
You're not going to forget that one. So that's Kat, by the way. She's over in the corner. And so that's the FAQ if you want to go check out the details there. The Health Bet starts on January 9th. But if you've noticed that what I've been promoting is I've been promoting that it starts on January 2nd. The reason why I'm doing that is because, number one, it's going to make sure that all my people get their stuff in time. Number two, that I make Success Club in December, which I'm already at 12, I think. So whatever, but can't hurt to have more Success Club points. And also it's building that momentum up for December too. And then I can say to somebody, hey, yes, it starts on the 2nd. That's our prep week. But if you order right now, you can still be in our group for the 9th, because you always have those late comers. So it kind of takes care of all of those things for you. The other thing is that that's what you should be promoting as well. So if you're not doing that yet, go out there and do that. It goes till February 5th. And as long as people post at least 3 workouts a week in the Tracker app and 5 Shakeologies a week in the Tracker app, at the end, they can take part in the pot. So Beachbody automatically put $2 million in there. It can go up to $3 million. They add $5 for every challenge pack sold. And so another way, so what I wanted to do, and I'm going to go into how you can promote all of these things after I'm done talking about them, but another thing that you can start talking about, or when you're talking to people about these things, is that all of our $140 challenge packs, aside from like the ones that are originally that price, are being retired. So they're going back up to $160 as soon as January 1st hits. That's another deadline, you guys, that you can be promoting to somebody who's like, well, I'm on the fence. I don't know if I should order that right now. You're like, well, if you order it in a day, it's going up by $20. Like, why not just order it right now? So that's something else to pay attention to. And it's great for you guys when it goes back up, because it's going to boost your commissions back up and stuff like that. And it's still not that much harder to sell something that's $20 more expensive. But when you're promoting it to somebody and you told them it's $140 and they're all pumped for it, but they're like dragging their, feet, and you're like, dude, it's going to go up in price, like literally, and never be this price again by like next week, like pull the trigger, they're more likely to do it. All right, everybody heard about the All Access Pack today. How excited are you? Like, so excited, right? It's pretty freaking awesome. So the All Access Pack, again, FAQ number 3012, has so much information in it. You can go in there and you can go over any detail that I don't have for you right here. But you get 3 Success Club points for every challenge pack sold. 3. So that means if you guys have not made Success Club on December 27th, but you've been talking to people who want the All Access Pass, and you go ahead and sell 2 of those, you're in Success Club. You don't have to have 3 people. It's 2. Bam. There's no freaking excuses to not be in Success Club in December. Another thing, and I know you've heard me say this if you've watched those videos, but you guys, if you make Success Club in December, you get customer leads in January, and there are a crap ton of them, which means you're going to make money from people you do not know that you've never talked to. Why would you not do that? So Success Club 10 in December means you get customer leads in January. And January is when everybody wants to get fit. And I've heard people say that they had $300 to $500 alone in January from customer leads. So getting into Success Club 10 not only forces you to talk to more people that will then be probably more willing to go in January, but also gets you those customer leads. It's going to set you up for a stronger jump start for your year. The commissions off of the All Access Pack is $70. $70. That's amazing. You know, you guys, when I first started in this business, I sold challenge packs that were like 180 and 205 all the freaking time. All the freaking time. When I bought Insanity, the challenge pack, it was 205. When Ryan bought P90X2, when he first started as a coach, it was 205. And we used to make really good commissions off of those challenge packs. And so it was really easy to tell a coach, like, hey, you know what? Sell 3 challenge packs and you've made all your money back. But now it's more than that, right? Because you're only making $40 on most of these challenge packs you're selling because everybody's selling $140 challenge packs. So you're not making quite as much money right off the bat. And when you have a new coach on your team and you help them make money right away, good money right away, that builds that belief, that builds their momentum. It builds their confidence in talking to other people about it because they're like, hey, it worked for me. I made my money back and I'm making this much more. And so it's a really good thing to get our, coaches those new wins really quickly. And this is going to help with that. What's included? All access to on-demand, everything on there. Nothing is locked. Absolutely every single program that Beachbody has ever created up to this point is available on there for that pass. Also, Carl mentioned that there's about 4 to 5 new launches that they're going to do this year. Those will automatically be available for those people who have that pass too. That is huge, especially when you consider the fact that people go and get gym memberships that they're paying $100 to $200 a month for, and they have to pay $200 for the entire freaking year to have access to over $6,000 worth of different programs that are basically like having a trainer in your living room and getting you the results that you need. Plus, you have the accountability of the groups. It comes with a 30-day supply of Shakeology to start. It comes with the Portion Fix. So if you guys don't even know what that is, so if you didn't order 21 Day Fix and you just ordered the containers off the website, you get this book right here. It's called the Portion Fix. And literally within it, it breaks down the containers just like it does in all the other programs that we have, right? But then it goes into like deeper recipes and things for you. So like it's all right there for you. So it's basically like you're getting like a nutrition guide with your program. So you get this, you get the portion control containers, you get the Shakeology shaker cup, you get your 30-day supply of Shakeology. And what Carl said is really, really important to talk to people about is you still get the 30-day money back guarantee. So if you get it and you hate it, which why would you ever? You're going to get on there and be like, dude, this is amazing. Then you can still send everything back and stop your on-demand access, send back your Shakeology for a full refund if you don't want it within 30 days. And also, people have been comparing it a lot to like Amazon. People will pay $100 a year to be a member of Amazon so that they can get access to free streaming and so that they can get access to free shipping and faster shipping and all of that stuff. This is basically what that is. It's workout Amazon for you. You have $200 and you can access it all year long. And I always make sure when I'm talking to people too to include the fact that like we have the Fixate cooking show on there now too. Like that's a huge thing for me. I'm always checking out what new recipes we have and all of that stuff. And that's a really cool option that we have in there too. So it's not just workouts. We're actually offering you recipes on there all the time too to fit your workouts. Okay. So how do we use all of this to our advantage? So I already told you that I started promoting my group as starting on the 2nd. So I've already have people all lined up for that. I already have a list started as well for those people who want the access pass. And here's what I've been doing. So posting to social media, of course, but posting to Facebook 3 to 5 times a day. And you guys, this time of the year, I don't care if you're obnoxious. I don't care if you're constantly talking about working out. I don't care if you're constantly putting up challenge group posts. I don't care if you're talking about all that stuff all the time because people want to see it. They're going to need to see it and they're going to remember you and come to you. So be posting about it all the time. If you look at my page, you'll see that I've been practicing what I preach. I've been posting call to action posts a lot and I've been posting about my workouts and I've been posting about different things with the health bet, with this new challenge pack, with all of that. So things you can be talking about to be posting 3 to 5 times a day. I don't want to hear any excuses that there is not enough to talk about. You should be talking about your workouts. You should be talking about your PD. You should be talking about your Shakeology. You should be talking about coaching. You should be talking about coaching, guys. Anything that coaching has done for you. Anything in your life that you're about to post about, how can you relate it back to coaching? Make it about coaching. Talk about the health bet. Talk about all access pass. Talk about New Year's resolutions. Talk about the fact, like go look up facts. If you guys saw the post that I put up earlier, actually Carl Deichler liked my Instagram post. But if you go and you check it out, it was a post about working out as couples. And it was talking about how 47% of people who join a gym quit in the first month and stop going. But if you join as a couple, that number drops to 6%. And one of the biggest things that we do in these groups is accountability. And, getting your partner to work out with you because, hey, you've got this on-demand thing and it has like a billion programs so they can choose one. So that's going to help you stay more accountable. So I talked about that. Recipes. I've seen that Kylie's been doing a really good job of that lately, posting recipes and staying on top of sharing stuff like that. Talking about healthier recipes that people can be using right now that can make them feel like they're getting treats during the holiday season but aren't going to throw them completely off track. If you even go to Fixate, you guys, you don't even have to make this crap up on your own. If you went to the Fixate show on demand, you're going to see that they're making like a peppermint, martini, and they're making all of these different things that you can then go and share on your page and be like, oh my God, they shared this today look, there you go, on demand in the cooking show that fits my workout program. I'm so excited to go try this cocktail tonight because I need one, whatever it may be. Maintaining and staying where you need to be rather than gaining. Before and afters and transformations galore. If you have a challenger in your group that said they lost 5 pounds, you best be sharing that publicly. If you have a person who lost 10 pounds, share it publicly. If you have somebody who just said they have more energy because of Shakeology or they're sleeping better, share it publicly and share every single transformation that you've ever freaking done. Find all of your different pictures and put them together and talk about your transformation. And it doesn't even have to be like yesterday to today. It could be from look at me last year and look at me now, or look at me last Christmas season and look at me now, or whatever you want to do. Or, hey, last Christmas, I stayed way on track and I lost weight. So I knew I could do it then. So it's really cool having me motivate me by looking at my befores and my afters, right? You can make all sorts of different posts. You just have to get creative. Talk about how you're feeling within your energy or within your workouts, or how that's making you feel with the stress of the holiday and how you're dealing with it. And then mix in your brand and your lifestyle. Okay. And do the same thing with Instagram, but I'm going to share some best practices with you of things that I've been doing and also the business page. So this is where I'm kind of going to share my screen with you real quick. Okay. All right, everybody see my screen? Okay, so I'm gonna go over to my Facebook page real quick so I can just show you guys that I practice what I preach, right? So today I posted about the on-demand full access, right? So I'm so excited. I explained when it starts, who it could be for. I talked about what you get. I talked about how it includes like literally everything, and then gave them my email and told me to email me if they have any interest. I also will give you this tip, guys. I've stopped giving a hoot how many people like my posts, because I will tell you that over the last week, some of the posts that I've put up that I thought were a little bit on the edge or a little bit salesy or maybe a little bit out of my comfort zone to share or didn't get as much likes, I'm getting a ton of freaking messages and a lot of applications and emails. So I don't really care if they liked it as long as it's actually producing action. So that's this post, right? This was just lifestyle post, but like coming over here, talking about couples working out. I already have people messaging me about it. Coming over here, wait, what? This was giving you a little glimpse into the fact that you can do this $200, and get it for a year. I didn't give any real information over here. I love what they call like an information gap, where like it's making people ask questions. From this post, I had 3 people message me today and be like, wait, like you get access to what for $200? And I would explain it to them and they'd be like, wait, really? That's amazing. And wanted to sign up. George is just part of my brand. Again, movies last night. That was Ryan's post. But yesterday, worked out, needed to maintain my energy, even though it was a Sunday, because we went off track. Talked about my group. So as you can see, I'm posting a lot more about challenge groups, a lot more invites going out there. And again, here's lifestyle. I'm still having fun and enjoying my holiday season. I'm going to the movies. I'm hanging out with George. I'm going out to dinners. I'm hanging out at family. Like, we made cookies. This was Ryan's. Isn't that so awful? So, Kat's engagement party. There's all this stuff, making meatballs. Oh, blowing on my thing. Again, workout. Really bad picture of me, but shows that I worked out. Talking about working as a coach. This was one of those things where I shared somebody's down 10 pounds, right? So these are the things that I've been doing. You can look at my page, and what you know is that I'm a coach. I work out. I can help you. I love my dog. I'm going out to dinner. I'm hanging out with family, but I'm staying on track through the holidays. I feel good. Here I am spreading love and cheer for my team. Who doesn't want to be part of a team where their coaches dress up like freaking elves and Santa Clauses and go out and deliver presents to them? New sneakers. Like I said, again, grab your before and afters so you can come over here and you can see then and now, and I just talked about that. So you get the point. I'm sharing a shit ton, a lot, almost on the annoying side, but that's okay. You guys, I have a list of 60 something people that are interested right now, and it's because I'm doing that. Now, coming over here, I'm just going to show you real quick what I've been doing on my business page. Some of you have business pages, some of you don't. In fact, if you're not a diamond, I would recommend don't bother. If you're a diamond or above, I would say go for it, just because it is a little bit more to maintain. So what I've been doing is, yes, it's the same posts that I've been putting in other places, but it's because what I want my business page to start looking lived in for when I reach my max of 5,000 people on my personal profile and I move over here. But also because I want to boost some of these posts to get in front of other people. So the post about, Ryan and I working out as a couple, if I want to, I can come in here and boost this post and make sure the ad goes to people who like my page and their friends, or a specific custom group that I choose, or whatever that might be. I did that with, see, I'm posting similar stuff over here. I'm just going to scroll right down and show you. Okay, this post, show me the money, reached 4,775 people. I got 34 likes. Out of this, I got 10 applications to join my group. And when I say applications, I just went to Wufoo, created a cute little form. If you guys want to see it, you can come in here and click in here. And then people just filled out the form. So people I had no idea who they were, I've never spoken to in my entire life. I now have 10 new prospects that are interested in joining my group that we started off on email. And then I, of course, know they're on Facebook because that's how they saw this ad in the first place, and said, hey, let's move this chat over to our messenger so we can chat back and forth easily, and getting them into my group. So this is an option for you as well. Does it cost a little money to boost your post? Yes. But if I have 10 challenge packs sold out of spending $50, it's totally worth it, right? So that's something else that I've been doing. It may not be for you right now, but I wanted to share with you what I'm doing. Last but not least, Instagram. So again, I'm not sharing from one platform to the other. I'm taking 2 seconds to grab it, the picture, copy and paste it into the thing and do a different one. So let's just come to my profile for a second. So you can see, looks similar, right? It's all the same stuff. I'm not reinventing the wheel, you guys. But there are a few things that I'm doing over here that are different. And if you look at it, it sticks to my brand, right? It's my lifestyle. Like this was me and another coach out in California. This is me working out with my husband, me and my dog. I love new sneakers, before and afters, dining out, being silly. Like this is my brand. So one of the things that I've been doing with this is if you come in here, you'll see that when I put hashtags in here, I use the comments section. I don't put it in the hashtag of the post. There's a couple reasons I do this. One is that when you go to look at this on a phone, which I'm not going to show you because it's just harder to look at that way, you won't see from Joan Woodbury down on that second post. Like you won't see from here down. All you see is this underneath that. So you can't see all the hashtags. It just looks a little bit cleaner. And I put all these hashtags in here so that it gets seen and liked. I save these in my notes section of my phone, so I don't have to reinvent the wheel every single time I put my hashtags in there. And I have different ones for different posts. So like if you went over to, say, a George post, You know, my George post is going to be things about Labradors, dog mom, best friend, snuggle o'clock, black lab, kisses, happy tails, those sorts of things instead of fitness and stuff like that. And also within your hashtags, you guys, you want to make sure that you're using hashtags that your target audience or the you before you were a coach would use. Like, so if you're just using Fit Life and like, I don't know, what's another, Fit Fam and Fitspo and all those ones that every single person who is a coach in the entire world uses on their posts, you're going to find people who are coaches. You're not going to find people who are just regular old people out there like, you know, moms and dog moms and things like that. That's who you want to attract. So use those hashtags in your posts. Also, guys, just a tip, you can't just like, you have to make sure that when you're putting these little dashes in here so that it does actually go down in the comments and doesn't get seen, you can't put any spaces. It has to be like that dash, or you could use a period as well. And then return, period, return, period, return. If there's a space, it'll just put them right next to each other. So you have to do that. And I recommend that you do that in your post too. So for instance, if we look at this post from earlier, see how it's all separated out? If I hadn't to put these like periods here, it would all just be one big chunk and hard to read. So that's another tip that I'm giving to you. You cannot have a space after this exclamation point. You have to just put return, period, return, and start typing again. Otherwise, again, it'll just keep being one big blob. So those are a couple of things just to keep in mind for you when you're out there doing Instagram stuff. And again, I wouldn't recommend going to Instagram and just simply posting a bunch of fit stuff and a bunch of quotes, because that's what every single other person out there does. You have to differentiate yourself. So be you and talk about you before Beachbody. So you want to include things like your friends and your dogs and your, you know, dining out and your engagement and your all of that stuff. But, you know, you don't want to just post before and afters and stuff like that all the time. And in my before and after, you can actually see when we come down here, I didn't actually put as many hashtags. But the other thing that's cool about it is if you're putting it in the comments section, you can delete it and then repost the hashtags again and get seen again. Or you can put a set of hashtags and then wait for some likes, delete them, and then put in a new set of hashtags to see if that works better to get you more likes. So those are some of the ways that I am using Instagram to really help me out. The other thing is that you can't put links in your posts. So what I've been doing is I will refer to them and say, if you want to apply, you know, for my group, because I've been talking about that a lot, then find the link in my profile. So they literally can come up here. Last thing, you guys, and I don't know if I can actually do it when I'm in here rather than on the phone. I can't. So the last thing is that I am messaging people directly from my post on Instagram. I'm not going and finding them on Facebook first. And so if you don't know how to do that, basically what you do, and let's see if I can share it with you guys. I'll stop sharing my screen for a second just so I can see if you can see it big enough. But what I've been doing is, and it's really cool too, because what you'll find is that when you go to message somebody in Instagram, like whereas Facebook, you have to be like, hey, like, thanks for liking my post about blah, 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 blah. On Instagram, you don't have to do that because it includes the original thing that they liked in that message. So if I was to message somebody from this post, you guys can see this, right? I would first go to the comments section. So I hit the little comment bubble and I get this, right? Do you see this little thing that looks like kind of like an airplane right here? Looks like a little paper plane. So when you click that, see how all of a sudden that gray box pops up that says, do you want to send a message to someone? The answer is yes. So as long as you put that @ symbol and then start typing, it's going to pop up people to choose from, or you can write them in. So like what I do is I keep my list of people who liked my post and I just put their username for Instagram to follow up with. Which leads me into, how do I track all these people and how do I message all these people who are liking all of these things? And this might be a little beginner for some of you, but I want to make sure that I'm sharing this stuff because I know that sometimes the simplest things don't get duplicated because people just forget to pass them on. So For instance, now I'm saying, okay, business page post likes, right? And I'll go ahead and I'll write those people who liked every single post. And then I'll go back here and I'll put personal page, right? And so now I'm writing the name of what the post was about and everybody who liked it. And then I'm coming over here and I'm talking about Instagram likes. So this was my Instagram before and after. Here are the usernames. So now I can very easily open up my Instagram, go to that little area I just showed you, type their name in right there on that picture. It's going to send the picture and I can immediately be like, I saw you're interested. What are your health and fitness goals? Really as simple as that. This is how I keep the list of everybody who likes my posts, and every single day I follow up with every single person who likes every single one of my posts in all of those places. By the way, if you do that Wufoo form, just to go back for a second, it literally will send you a text when you have it all filled out, and an email. And you can go right into the email and it will say like application 1 and the person's name, or application 2 and the person's name. So that's really easy to keep track of and reach out to as well. Okay. During the conversations with those people that I'm following up with my posts, right? If we get to the point where we start talking about their health and fitness goals, if we get to the point where I've sent an enroller to them, if we get to the point where I've sent them a couple of videos to check out to see which program they like best, if we've started talking about coaching, if we've gotten to any of those areas where I would consider them a hot prospect, like somebody about to take the leap, right? I put them in my planner. They go on this side of my, this is my days of the week. This schedules out all my crap. And then they go on my planner. The reason I'm sharing a lot of this with you is because I shared it with Dominique the other day. So, the thing is that these people then I know are in front of my face every single day when I'm using my planner. I'm not going to forget them, and they're actually the first people that I'm going to follow up with every single day. Before I even touch those people who liked my posts, I'm going to reach out to these people first and follow up with them. Hey, did you watch that video? Hey, did you get the enroller? Hey, did you decide which one you'd like? Hey, so I never heard back from you. I know that your health and fitness goal was XYZ. Would you like a recommendation? Or, hey, I know you liked my post about the challenge group. I hadn't heard back from you yet. Were you still interested? These are how we do the follow-ups, you guys. They don't have to be super complicated. And I think a lot of people's businesses, either rise or fall based on your follow-ups. It really is. The key is all about following up. You can reach out to new people every single day, right? But if you're not following up with them and continuing that relationship, you're not going to get anywhere with them. The follow-up is what leads you to have people in different areas of the decision-making process so that they move forward, and you're actually signing people all the time and building that funnel up so that you're consistently making Success Club without struggle, so you're consistently building your business, and so that you always have somebody ready to go. So this is your list right here. My list got so big I had to make a separate list, so I just made a different hot list the other day so that I could keep track of everybody. Okay. If during the conversation with these people who liked my post doesn't really go anywhere, and we were just still talking about dogs and we didn't really get that far, or like whatever, they're not on the hot list, we're just still in relationship building mode, they immediately go on my forever list. My forever list is every person I have started a conversation with ever, and it just keeps going, right? Unless they legitimately told me, leave me alone, I don't want to talk to you ever again, I don't want to coach, I don't want to be in a challenge group, I hate fitness, I hate drinking shakes, and I just want to be overweight and miserable, please stop talking to me, they stay on my list. They stay on my list. It's my list of people to help. It's my list of people to become better friends with. It's my list of people that is my forever list. I used to call it my dump list, and I was like, that's so negative. We need to change that. And it just sounds gross. So it's no longer the dump list. It's the forever list, the happy forever friends list, right? And I start conversations with them all the time. So then when something comes up like the health bet, I immediately, obviously, am talking to my hot list. I'm talking to them all the time, right? But I can immediately go over to my forever list, and I can use these scripts that I'm going to share with you right now. So Get ready. Sharing my screen with you again. Okay, we're going to get out of here. We're going to go over to my Evernote real quick. Okay. So this is what I've been sending people. And like I said, I wouldn't send this directly to somebody that you had a 1-sentence conversation with where you're like, hey, thank you for my, thank you for the like on my post. And they went like this to you, a thumbs up. Like, yeah, they're on your forever list to like continue that relationship. But if they literally gave you like a 1-word answer last time you talked to them, you still need to be building that before you invite them to anything. But if you've been talking to them about dogs back and forth for a while, or you've been talking to them about their, vacation or their kids or whatever, and it's been a little bit, you've been going back and forth for a while, this is totally okay to do. And so I would write something to them like this. This may or may not, and I would always say, hey, so-and-so, just say like, hey, girl, or hey, so-and-so, whatever their name is. And I would just be like, so, hey, girl, this may or may not interest you, but on January 2nd, we have a fitness group starting, but this time there's a pot of $2 million, could go up to $3 million to be split by all participants who stay accountable. Would you be interested to learn more? I feel like this might be right up your alley. So it's for those people that you haven't quite gotten there in the conversation yet. It's for those people who a long time ago said not right now, so they went off your hot list and over onto your forever list. It's for those people who said, I don't know if it's for me, check back in with me some other time. It's for those people. That's who you want to send this to. And if they say no, then you just say, what's holding you back? I've actually had a couple people just say no to me. And I was like, oh, really? Why not? What's holding you back about it? And I got answers. Sorry, it's dry in here. I'm talking a lot. So then I'll get answers. And if they said, you know what, it's just a crazy time of year. It's Christmas time. I'm just not really focused on my fitness right now, or I don't have the money right now. I'm just trying to get through the holidays or whatever that might be. Then your answer to them is this. Totally get it. It's a crazy time of year. I'm going nuts myself. You want me to circle back around to you after the holiday? I've had a ton of people say yes. If they say, yeah, I'd like to know more, or yeah, definitely, or what is it exactly? Here's what I've been saying. So it's a group that's all about accountability, motivation, support. It takes place on the app where you have to track your workouts, Shakeology, etc. You can even track your measurements, your weight, your progress pictures. As long as you track at least 3 workouts a week and 5 Shakeologies, you get part of the pot. You are able to share as much or as little as you would like with me or the group. We have daily posts in there for you to, like we share recipes, meal plans, prep tips, fit tips, do fun challenges, sweaty selfies, etc. It's a really fun and great way to stay accountable this time of year when everyone wants to get fit and healthy. What are your current goals? And there you go. You've led yourself right into our traditional conversation template, right? So that is what I've been doing, and it's what's been working really, really, really well. Now, you guys, for those people who told me that Christmas was holding them back, or for those people that I get through all of these conversations and they really want to get going, but they have to wait till after the holiday, I've been going to them with the all access comments. So I've been saying, hey, so I know you asked me to circle back around after Christmas, and I'm glad that you waited actually, because we have something that we announced today that's freaking amazing, and I think it's perfect for you. You can't get it till the 27th anyway. And then I don't say anything more than that because, again, I'm a fan of that information gap where they're going to be like, wait, what is it? And then I say, okay, here's the super cool news, and I explain it to them. Beachbody is starting in December 27th, and just for a limited time, offering an annual all-access pass to Beachbody On Demand. So you get access to every single program, even when the ones that you would typically have to pay to unlock on there, as well as the programs that are released this year. So you can try a program, move on to the next, etc., without having to pay more money. It includes the portion fix, the containers, a 30-day supply of Shakeology, all for just $199. So you literally have access to On Demand for a year in every program. It's crazy. I have at least 6 people on my list from sending that message today that want to purchase on the 27th. They already have their Shakeology flavor and their email. So, and if you were talking to somebody about a different challenge pack, and you guys, there's nothing wrong with getting somebody started right this second, because honestly, you can upgrade them. There's that option, and they gave us the link to do it and everything right in the FAQ. So if somebody's ready to get going right now, don't discourage them from doing what they were, going to purchase. Like if they were going to purchase tonight, don't be like, whoa, wait till the 27th. I mean, get them started and get them in Success Club and get yourself in Success Club. But still, just note, and I would write them down, that you can reach back out to them and ask them if they want to upgrade to that challenge pack. So for somebody who told me that they wanted a certain challenge pack, but they still haven't pulled the trigger yet, and they might be waiting a couple days, maybe they're waiting till whatever day to get paid or whatever, I am going back to them and saying, so I know we were talking about whatever program is perfect for you, and I still think that that program is actually what you should start with, but Beachbody came out with an amazing option today, and I just wanted to tell you about it because it's such a steal. And then you talk about the above after they start talking to you. So I can go ahead and I can share these scripts with you right in the team page. That's really pretty easy. I can just share this link. But that is exactly what I've been doing. And that is why, that, and Ryan, Ryan's been doing it as well. Between the two of us, we've signed over, no, it's more than that now, over like 35 people in the last, like from November till now. And like I said, have, people waiting in the wings to go with the All Access Pass. And also have, like I said, that list of like 60 something people that, are on the hot list that have basically told me that they're ready to get started. So, let me just let me stop share. I was trying to look for my notes for this call. Oh, here it is. So I think that was all I had for you guys. Yeah, that was all I had for you guys tonight. Unless you have any questions.
I have a question, Joan.
Yeah.
I missed the first 15 minutes, so you may have already mentioned it, but do we have access now to that as well? Are we kind of like grandfathered in? No. Okay.
No. And it's only for a limited time, and it will probably go up in price after February. I know that on the separate call that, Carl had with us on the wall, he said he was thinking from a price of like $250 to $300 in the future. So right now it is really cheap. And at the end of the year, it does automatically renew for $99.
Okay, cool. And then what is the FAQ for upgrading someone? Because I just had someone sign today.
Yeah, it's the same thing as it is for the regular thing. So it's FAQ 3012.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Success Club 5, Jessica, you don't get customer leads. You get customer leads, but actually you don't get customer leads anymore, do you? I think you only get customer leads for Success Club 10. How do I get that book? Leslie, you can order that on the back office. I'm sure you could find that. Yeah. Okay. Katie, I answered your question already. Sorry, I didn't see that. 3012. Good. We good? Any more questions? Everybody has a plan? Everybody's going to make Success Club this month? Everybody's pumped? Tony. I've started to wave like the queen. Dude. Suri just came on thinking I was asked, hey, Suri, do we have like a queen? That's what she just came up with, literally from me saying that. And then she called me Princess Consuelo's banana hammock. Okay. Bye, guys. I'll post the recording. Adios.